Oh, that's help. They're weak. Hello, Julian. Sorry, my chat window wasn't open. Alright. Oh yeah? Building a war table, huh? Let's move the chair up again. Tonight, I'm going to build a Dakkajet. I think I'm building a Dakkajet. See, there are 4 different planes available. There's the Dakkajet, the Burnabomber, the Blitzabomber, or the WAAAGH Blastajet. Commissioning. Yeah, okay. So, I'm thinking about the Dakkajet just because it's the Dakkajet. Nope, that one's not. This one's the one that's up. I must have moved it. Okay. So, I have the first step that I can do before I have to decide. Which is interesting because the WAAAGH Blastajet doesn't even have the same rear. So, I don't know. I'm thinking go classic, go Dakkajet. So yeah, I saw you were showing off pictures of different tables. Did you come to any particular decision? Because most tables are 30 to 36 inches tall, whether it's a table height or a bench height. And so long as it can fit a 44 by 60 mat, you should be good. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with the Dakkajet. Like, the Blastajet is cool, but... okay. I mean, I think this is really cool, but it's so busy. Which isn't a bad thing. But the classic Dakkajet, I mean... ah... okay. Dakkajet. I'm gonna go with the classic Dakkajet. This thing has 4 full sprues and different canopies in clear. This thing is huge. Oh, and a clear flying stand. It is huge compared to some of the other kits. I mean, 4 sprues? You get that in like a night box. Dakkajets are not that expensive, and it's a good thing because that would be too expensive. Flyers aren't good anyway. But it's an orc. As long as they believe it's going to be good, it'll be good. Honestly, depending on how well this goes together, I might eventually want to get more. Very eventually. Alright. So how has your Orktober been? So I am very tempted to just build it as a Dakkajet. Go with a classic, you know? So many sprues. I love it. I love that there's some options here. I need 46 and 47. Okay. So this is... So how are you doing, Silvers? Scratch building any orcs this month? Okay, so I need number 81 and number 18. All of these options. Look at all these options. I do like this kit. It's so many options. See, 17 and 16. Where's 18? Come on. There's 19. How do we have 16, 17, and 19, but not 18? Well, 15's over here. Aha! Where is it? Hey, Dwarven. Oh. A war boss, 10 mega knobs, 20 boys with 2 knobs, and a special truck? That sounds amazing. This says 18 here, but that doesn't look like the nozzle that it's supposed to be. What? I'm confused. Wait a minute. Now we have an 18 over here. So this is an 18, right? That says 18. Where? Focus. That is 18. Yes, that says 18. Where is finger? That says 18. And neither of those is the 18 I'm looking for. What is going on? Because that looks like a piece of... Orcs. Orcs. Ugh. I don't even see the piece that looks like that. Oh. Yeah. This is the piece. It says 18, but it's actually number 82 on the sprue. I found it, though. Okay. Okay. I found the bit that goes there. So I can build 1A. Okay. 4 huge sprues. I have 1A cut out. Okay. Alright. Sometimes I wonder about their, system. Okay. Oh, there are 2 18s. I found 2 18s while looking for the right 18 that actually is 82. I don't know. Okay. So yeah, I decided to go with the Dakkajet because it's classic. I could have done the Bernabama or the Blitzabama or the WAAAGH, but cool. But if I'm only going to build one, it made sense to go Dakkajet, right? I mean, I would love to have 12 of this kit and build 3 of each. But that seems like a lot. In a game that currently doesn't like flyers very much. But orcs. We'll see. We'll see about future purchases. We'll see how this one goes together. Have an Air Force? I mean, there are 4 different looks to this. So, there's the Dakkajet. Classic. There's the Burnabama. And then there's the Blitzer Bomber. And then you have the WAAAGH Blastajet. I mean, so I'd need 4 of the kit just to make 1 of each. And you can bring up to 3 of each, so, you know. Not saying I need them, but the pink one is pretty cool, but I think I like the yellow one the most. But it's so over the top that I think that's why I like it so much. But again, if I had 4 of them, I could build 1 of each. I don't know if I'd need 4 of them. They are cool. Maybe by next Orktober I'll have more. Like, this Orktober is to make a nice large dent into my collection of orcs. I don't expect to finish them all, but I do plan on having quite a bit done. Or further along, at least. I don't know if I'll get everything painted. It's a lot of orcs. Yeah. I mean, based on what I'm seeing about Battletech, even that would have been slightly better. Just have the... I'm going to choose a vector to attack from, and have, you know, 1st, 3rd, and 5th turns. Have a strafing run. I mean, even that would be better than, at least I think that's how the... I saw it in action once. I've not actually played it. But even something like that would be cool. And point it so that it's only on the field for 3 turns, and, you know, you can shoot at it if you want to, but it's only going to do 3 passes, you know? I don't know. I'm sure that there are ways that they could make it where aircraft are better. Especially with all the anti-fly out there nowadays. When, what are you actually facing that has fly? Crisis suits? Zone thropes? Um, you know, maybe more after we get the new kill team boxes. But overall, it's like, yeah, they could do so much better, and I think they could have done it better. Yep. Hmm. But I think maybe the next edition they'll make them better again. I mean, I remember when half of the armies didn't even have an aircraft, 5th and 6th editions and stuff. And, then they started introducing one for every faction. And then we have a couple factions that don't even have one. Yeah. See, that sounds fun. Because you thought you were going to have it for a while, but nope. Something happened. Goodbye. But I just think it's, better to have cool looking models and just have them be viable. They don't have to be great, but they have to be viable. So I don't know what the Dakkajet will do in a game on the table, but at some point I'm going to field it. And it's gonna go Dakka, 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 Dakka. And one way or another, it's gonna do Dakka, a Dakkajet thing. Yep. Yeah, getting to that point of a project does really feel great. I remember last Orktober, the 3 days before the end of the month, I was like, oh no, I still have to get my flash kits painted. Those were not the thing to wait until the end for. But that was still fun. Of course, I added the terrain to the pile around that same time, so... Yep. I mean, 6th and 7th had a lot of interesting ideas that were trying to balance in different ways, and it didn't really work. Like, I remember 7th edition detachments where you could take, what was it, a unit of warriors, and they would give the rest of the detachment that they were part of a whole bunch of, they were better ballistic skill or something. It was weird. Yeah, Flash kits are pretty nice models. Yeah, the knights were... I think knights would have been great if they had kept it to adding it into an army only, instead of making it its own army. I feel the same way with the Imperial Agents currently, but in the exact reverse. Like, it looks like people are still trying to play them, but they're doing horribly, because as a faction, it needs a lot of work. Knights are a stat check. Can you handle things that are this tough? Imperial Agents seems the exact opposite. They just don't have survivability. Plus, you know, they still haven't fixed the nesting rhinos, right? They've still got a little ways to go. I take this, and I put this here. Okay, I see where that goes. This goes in like that. Yeah. Yep. Mm-hmm. Oh, I agree with that. Several conversations going on. I agree with almost all of that. Um, I agree that Sisters of Silence need work. They should be more playable on their own. I think that they shouldn't be 60 some odd dollars for 5 models. I think that Badger needs to build up the knights that he already has before buying any more. And yes, I agree, agents still need some more work as well. Several armies need more attention before others get even more that it doesn't need. Sisters can't even run in Kill Team right now? What? Of course they are. I'm not surprised. GW doesn't really surprise me very much anymore. I mean, what's really sad is GW could make a lot of people happy if they just let people play with the toys that they've purchased. They don't have to be the best, but the fact that they want to continue to take things away from people is what gets people upset. Like, if, 2 years from now they go, oh yeah, flyers don't exist anymore. That's going to be upsetting. If they go, flyers are all 100 points more, I can still play it occasionally, There's a difference there, and I would rather be able to play with my old models at a slightly larger disadvantage than the new stuff, instead of not being allowed to play them anymore. Plus, you never know when, like, even in a tournament type of thing, it's like if you had, 18 grot tanks, maybe you could do something that they didn't expect from your force. Even if they were, 30 points a model more. Just all of a sudden you have something completely different come out. To have to face. You don't just go, oh yeah, this is the meta, this is what you're gonna expect to face. It's gonna be this, this, or that. You know, just all of a sudden, trot tanks. I think that would be nice. I don't know, that's just me. But no, I haven't actually looked at any of the Kill Team stuff. I'll have to read the book when I get my Hivestorm tomorrow. If I didn't already have Kill Team 2018, Kill Team 2021, Into the Dark, and Soul Shackle, I would be less likely to purchase this Hivestorm. But I consistently purchase the starter box because I like having the rules. If I play it 2 or 3 times, it's worth it. Because more models to paint, and well, build and paint, more terrain to use, and having the rule book is nice in case I do want to play. So, also, when you have the rule book, you can always go back and just play that edition. So, I do need to get around to downloading every Kill Team. Because apps go away over time, but PDF saved will not. So, I need to do that. And, yeah. I'm still disappointed that my old Kill Team 2018 Force isn't playable because it was a Combined Arms Primaris and Firstborn. But yeah. See, I agree, Silver. Like, I purchase models that don't have games anymore. Like, it doesn't bother me to have models that I'm building, painting, playing with that aren't even viable right now in a tournament setting. Like, the, yeah. My Starship Troopers game. I keep meaning to do a video on that, but it'll be sometime before the end of the year. It'll be in November or December. But, you know, that game hasn't been in production for, what, a decade plus? And I don't mind. They're still cool models. I'm still gonna build and play with them here and there. I don't know. Yep. That list making also felt what was it? The boarding actions for Tyranids. I couldn't figure out a right way to play them because I mean, it might still be this way, but with the whole units of 10 get split into 2 units of 5, and you have to choose different deployment areas for each section, and it was like, wait, if you took smaller point units, you can't actually run them. Like, you run out of points well before you can actually get to a playable army. So I don't know. I'll have to read the new edition, but it felt weird. Yeah. Yeah, again, I'm totally for the cool models. Um, like I said, I'm building this one as a Dakkajet because it's the classic Dakkajet. I don't even know what it's like in game right now. It's Orktober. I have a Dakkajet. I'm building a Dakkajet. Yeah. Yeah, and I think that the rules teams also get told to not fully balance things. I think the consistent unbalanced nature and um the way that people who play certain armies can go, look, if you just made this 5 points cheaper, it would be better. If you just made the Custodes bikes one toughness stronger, they'd be better. Things like that where it's like, as someone who plays against or with these models, you can go, it's not that hard to just go, okay, this is what we're gonna do, and it would be better. I think they actually prefer to have a little bit outside of their 45 to 55% win rate things. Because if they really cared about balancing things, like truly cared about balancing things, there would be more Voton models, more World Eaters models. You'd be able to purchase Dark Eldar, all of the things that it should have. And Space Marines would not get any new models for at least 2 editions. Like, if they truly wanted to balance the game, they could. And then their sales would probably plummet. That's my opinion. Um, but yeah, I'm looking forward to reading the rulebook for Hivestorm, the new Kill Team stuff. Um, whether or not I ever actually play a game, I don't know. I'll try it. I'm probably gonna build up a couple of them and try it out. Um, I have some of the older Kill Teams that I haven't actually built and painted, but well, the Commandos, I'm going to build some this month. I don't know if that's still available. Um, I have the Mandrake. Hey, the red ones! How goes, Big Mech? I am building a Dakkajet. I almost decided on the uh, the Wazbomb Ballast Jet. I thought about building that one, but I only have one kit, so Dakkajet seemed right. It just made sense. If I only have one kit, build the Dakkajet. And all the extra gubbins and everything, they're gonna be used for a special project later. Big 15 or 17. Okay. Possibly. But I do have something else in mind for all the extra bits. Because there is a competition for kit bashing going on. So I need some extra bits, and I figured the extra parts of this would be a good thing too. But no, you know, the Dakkajet is the classic, so it made sense if I'm gonna use the parts for one of them. Well, see, I don't have a Megatrack scrapjet either. Now, some of the bits are going to go onto a looted... I always get them mixed up. The Valkyrie or Vendetta, whichever one that is. So... I do have this. This is going to get looted. This is the only official Astra Militarum model I have in my collection. And this is going to get orked up. But other than that, I do have some more plans with all of these extra gubbins, bombs, and pipes and everything. So. Because I know some of these parts I'm not actually going to be using for this kit. I need number 86 and 9. Probably build a looted Gundam. If I were to do that, I would probably try to build a Morkanaut or a Gorkanaut equivalent. 9. 9 is a wing. Wing. There it is. But yeah, I have several kit bashes planned for the month, and with that competition, the rule of only having one submission is really making me use that cunning. And Like, I considered taking the spare arms from this Big Mech and a knob and making an extra Big Mech. I'm gonna do that. Whether or not that's the one that gets submitted is a different story. And then I have the other plane that can become one of these other options. Maybe, I don't know, maybe turn it into a burn a bomber. Um, I have some Urukai models for Middle Earth strategy battle game that I opened yesterday, last night. Um, I have four to six conversions with them that I plan on doing. So I can have some character models without having to buy the resin and metal options. And since that's one army, one thing, that could probably count as one, even though it's four to six models. Command modifications on Middle Earth. It only counts as one, right? And then there's one really large project that sits half remembered. It's not even on the table right now. And I may or may not be able to do that one this month. I do not have all of the parts I need for it. So, there's a few kit bashes here and there that I want to do. One, I want to build 3 Def Dreads out of 2 kits. We'll see if I can do that. And then I have a truck and a mech gun sitting next to each other to build 4 mech guns. So, yeah, that can take the whole month just doing all of those kit bashes. Plenty of things to work on. So yeah, that's the hardest part is to do one as a submission. And at some point this month, I also want to actually get more painted as well. It's not just about building and hit bashing these guys. I want to actually get some more painted. All right, where do these go? This one is there. Get on the side. Oh, that's scary. Do I actually want to glue that in right now? Yeah. But yeah, that's the cool thing about the orcs is how many kit bashes can you actually do? Oh yeah, and then I still haven't figured out how I'm gonna do my beast beast skewer killbow, whatever. Because I need one of those too. So I think I have what 10 different conversions in mind. So plenty of options. Just to select one out of that. Ah, yep. I agree completely on that. All right. Step 1A and 1B complete. This is where it tells me to go to step 2 for the Dakkajet. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right. That's a lot of work just on that. Not a whole lot extra after that. Okay. So I need these are from here. This sprue is going to be for here. That's good to know. Yeah. That. It is that. Doesn't tell me to use this piece. No, I really do miss the kit bash nature of a lot of GW stuff. Let's see. I need 41, 38. None of these are those, right? Need two. I don't think I need that. How about this one? Yep. Once you're done with your Famir, you should probably work on some of those. Do some small stuff before you go on to the larger stuff, right? 41, 38. That is 38. Uh, 51? Yep. Good. Good, good, good. More projects done is good. Let's see. 75 and 74. Are they on this one? Hmm. So many bits. I know I'm looking at this a lot right now. I will figure out what I need. And there's 3. Oh, I have options? Ooh, yes. Okay. Need 32. Where's 32? 29 or 103? 103? Sure. Huh? Oh, there's 103. Okay. Then I need 104. Dude, 24 and 75 I'm still looking for. There it is. Trying to get away from me. Let's see. 75 and 56. They definitely pile these in, huh? Yeah. Let's see. 52. This is not the 56 that they're talking about. Wow. Is it on here? I don't see it over here either. Ah, okay. 32? There's 32. There's 32. Found it. Found one of the pieces I needed. Alright. Okay, so I have that, and that. So the parts that go around that I can do. This. I have 2 pieces I need. And then the clear over there. So I'm missing 2 pieces for the actual cockpit part. But I'm going to work on all of the other parts to that point. There we go. Then at least my table's not as messy. Ooh. More Necrons, huh? So I still don't have my headset extension cord, so no one said anything about the music. I got to it when I realized it. Ooh, I look forward to watching the video. I love seeing all the different kit bashes. They're so fun. Hmm. I usually run music in the background because I do occasionally just get lost in thought and cleaning the part for 5 minutes. So, also one of the reasons I don't really mind having the same music on a regular basis. It is meant for background, not for listening to something, new and exciting all the time. Yep, that is true. You have to be careful with who you have on at that point, though. Because it only takes one wrong person, one wrong thing to be said to have issues. So, usually people are pretty good. I do like that it's, I do like that Twitch has allowed some, people to knock and have chats like that. But again, you just don't let everyone through. You have that certain select group just to make it a little bit safer. I mean, I know that just doing a Discord voice channel can also have some pretty cool effects, just that. But again, you're not open to everyone there. It is still, again, a select thing. Still cool, but you have to be careful about that going live and not knowing exactly what people are going to say. So. But yeah, definitely having several people talking definitely keeps it going a little bit easier and doesn't require as much background music type thing. So there are benefits there too. I do still need to figure out where the 75 and 56 pieces are. I'll have to look around after I'm done with this. It might be one of those things where I skip down to here and build the wings. so I have less things to look at on the sprue. Should be a little bit easier to find then, right? Oh yes. Definitely. Except for part 18. Part 18 is actually part 82. And there are two part 18s on the sprue. I agree to an extent on that. I think it would be great if they didn't have instructions on a bunch of the different builds. But someone would get upset because they can't build it like the official model. And GW would rather give a sheet of instructions than extra bits these days. So... Yep. Oh, absolutely. I think it would be cool if they just took 4 sprues from a random off production. Even if they had like 10% flaw to them, just took 4 sprues and tossed them in a box and said, scrap. Orc scrap. Like that would be a wild time. So long as you believe it'll work. go. Haha. Goes there. Yeah, exactly. But at the same time, if they just put 4 random pieces that they can't sell otherwise, they could make a lot of money there. They could. Vroom, 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 vroom. All right. 75 and 56. Come on. Again, here is a 56. That is not the front of this. Have a good one, Solvix. Thanks for stopping in. Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, kit bashing is fun. So 75 is a tiny little thing that holds this in place. And then 56 is actually a little piece that goes onto that. Okay. I will find it. I will find it. See, there's another 56. This is not the 56 that I'm looking for. And here's an 8 that looks exactly like the 56 that I'm looking for, but it says 8. But I still need a 75 to hold that down. Yeah, exactly. I found 75. And then there's 76 and 77, which look like they would be 56. I don't know. There we go. I found them. I found the two little bits I needed. '75 was actually numbered 75. 56 was not. Haha. Oh, and then speaking of conversions, I also still need to make one more Defcopta and finish off the missing parts of a Squighog boy. So that'll be fun. Yeah, thanks for stopping in, Big Mac. You too. Yeah, so like I said before, I have two of the old Defcoptas from back when you could field singles. Fourth edition? Fourth edition. Fifth edition had Tyranids, I think. Unless I got those two mixed up. Again, I started at late 5th, and I didn't buy that starter box. But I don't know if it was the 4th or the 5th. One was Tyranids and one was Orcs. That I can give you. It was one of those two. But yeah, it came with one. And so I have two of the Battle for Vedrus set, the smaller set that they came out with. And so I was like, yeah, cool, I have two Defcoptas. That's great. And then they went, no, you need to have a unit of 3. So I have 2 Defcoptas from that time period and 3 new ones. So if I could get one more Defcopta, that would be good. And you know what I could do to make a Defcopter, right? Yep, Dark Vengeance was the 6th and the 7th edition. And I bought one for both of those editions. And since I did Scaventide, I've actually finished painting the rest of one of those boxes. I still need to base the Chaos side. But then I'll actually have 2 starter boxes fully painted and playable. Moving up. Yep. Dark Vengeance was 6th and 7th. I think it was the black Dark Vengeance box for 6th and the white Dark Vengeance box for 7th. And then they did Dark Imperium for 8th with their Primaris. I did say Dark Imperium, right? I don't remember what I just said. Yeah. Hard times can come and go. Okay. I was pretty sure that's what I said, but then I got lost in cleaning a bit, and I was like, wait, did I? Did I say what I thought I said? So, so if I remember correctly, years and years ago, the Dakkajet and the WAAAGH scrapjet thing, or whatever, the WAAAGH plane, they came in two different boxes, and I think that's why I have 4 sprues for this kit, with the options to build all 4. Because if I remember correctly, it was like 2 kit or 3 sprues for one or 3 sprues for the other, and that extra sprue is the one that makes the difference, which is cool. I think that's how it was. Um, this particular kit is from the one of the Christmas boxes. Not the most recent one with the Beastnagas, but the one before it, I think. So that's pretty cool. Okay. Let's glue up 2A so that I can actually get to 2C. Yeah. So the Beastnaga boys are cool looking models. They have a different aesthetic, which some people don't love. They look fine. I think they're great as a addition to the army, but not as if they were going to be a replacement. Let's go to there, right? I think originally they were thinking about doing ooh, that's pretty cool. I think they were originally planning on doing Beast Negas like Primaris. And in that case, no, they're not as cool. But as a second unit to swarm the board with, I think that's great. Oh, yeah? Oh, yeah. Glue. There we go. What? Oh, okay. Okay. So that piece needs to be painted and glued and all that stuff before the other thing gets on. So. Stop. There we go. He can just hang out in there. Alright. Where was I? Wing time. Okay. One. $30. Haha. 23 and 19. 23 and 19. Okay, there's 19. Oh, it's over there. Okay. And then we have these ones. And 22. Elfember, huh? What, do you want me to work on my Eldari? Alright. They're not my primary interest right now. $50 and $51. Alright. Do. I'm. I understand what you're saying about having each month being something, but sometimes it's fun to just have whatever goes. Like, orcs getting a whole month is cool. I can't do that with every one of my armies because I have more armies than months. Um, and then there wouldn't be enough time for other games and stuff in there too. So, Orktober gets a pass because it's a huge thing for me. I have 3 different armies that can work for that. And maybe I have a different plan for November. Maybe I have an extremely crazy idea for November. Maybe I have a crazy idea for November that I'm not even going to name it. And then afterwards, people can tell me what it is as a theme. No. No, in this digital age, that doesn't make any sense. People don't keep cash on them anymore. I'm just... I mean, we are also only on the 4th day of October, so, you know, we've got a ways to go. Yeah. I'll tell you, it shouldn't be that hard to hit 12,000 points of orcs with the different kits that exist. It's just a matter of getting them. Like, I look at the 6,000 points that I have, ish, 6,000-ish, and it's like, I don't have any war bikers. I don't have any Killicans. I don't have any mega armor. Like, I don't have any grot tanks. So, there's several things that can be had that will definitely increase the point values eventually. Yeah. Honestly, I think they're really cool looking kits. It's just they're remechs in that box, and it's like, yeah. Well, not mechs, but you know what I mean. There's only 3 models in there, and it's like, eh. But a lot of thought. And again, like, there's a chance that there might be new warbikers at some point. Do I want to wait for that? Or do I want to go all in? Or do I want to kit bash my own version of those? Or, you know, there's some options. So, Or maybe I'll go to a swap meet and there's gonna be like 5 copies of Speed Freaks there for a really good price, and I'll be like, haha, buggies. I don't know. Probably not, but uh, thinking back to Saga the Beast and Speed Freaks. I did not collect orcs in either of those times, but that would have been nice. And I would have had Space Wolves. I would have had Space Wolves if that were the case, but the world has gone the way it has, and I have Dark Angels, Blood Angels, Grey Knights, and a Legion of the Damned Salamander's army now, instead of Space Wolves. So be it. I am afraid for the Space Wolves when they do get their upgrades. I'm sure they're going to have Thunderwolf Cavalry still, but Bjorn and all of those other, you know, Murderfang and all that, it's just going to be... I don't expect it to be good. But maybe they'll survive in a cool aspect, but I don't think so. Oh, did I already clean that pit? I already cleaned that bit. Alright. I really like the idea behind the Space Wolves. Like the old theme, not wolf. Wolf this, wolf that. Like they had some pretty cool things going. But I don't know. Mm-hmm. I mean, they had a lot of cool stuff, like getting stuck in the Eye of Terror and all that stuff. Like, that was cool. If they had continued on with that, but then, you know, their long fangs and their uh, wolfen and stuff like that. Like, half of that's not going to be around anymore. Like, they have the Hounds of Morkai. I expect that to be more of the thing that they do. And, you know, eh, yeah. Yeah, exactly. Actually, I enjoy the way that Tabletop Time took and kind of repurposed it closer to the Vikings again, going with their Space Bears. They made it more the old school feel than the Space Wolves are right now. Not going to, you know, 3D print an army or anything like that. But I do kind of like how they went with that. Eh. I don't know. I guess that's why I'm doing the Legion of the Damned Salamanders theme thing instead. Because I had enough models, I could have gone, hey, let's do some conversions and make a Space Wolves army instead. I mean, the coloring is not too far off. I mean, I'm going way darker than the majority of the Space Wolf stuff is shown. But, I don't know. I like making my own thing anyway. Okay. That was a lot of scraping. Okay. So these are glued flat. That's good to know. That's cool. Mmm, chicken nuggets. I went to the buffet a couple of days ago. Chinese buffet. They had their sweet and sour chicken, you know, their tempura chicken. But they also had chicken nuggets there. I did not have any of them because I go to the Chinese buffet to have sweet and sour chicken, among other dishes. But I thought it was interesting that they had a few other things there. Like, I have seen their uh, French fries and garlic bread. Yeah, there you go. That's a Chinese menu, right? But I guess if you have children there, it's good to have something that's easily identifiable. There's no questions of, oh, you'll like this. This is beef and broccoli. Or something like that, you know? But yeah, they had chicken nuggets. Kind of weird. Yeah, I mean, tempura chicken is really good, and I really don't care about the sauce. I also tried General Tso's chicken. I, I liked the numminess to it, the spicy, but I couldn't get past the sweet. It was way too strong. But it's a good thing to try out at a buffet, whereas if you were to buy it on its own, it's like, that's a whole meal. Whoop, I forgot he's in pieces still. Okay. Alright, so that just clips in there. This is a nice kit to be putting together. I would not mind another one of these. Everything's going together smooth. Nothing's like bent out of place. There's a few numbering issues, but orcs don't know how to count anyway. Yeah. I mean, compare this to the old Jeep plane that I tried to build several months back. Like, the whole fuselage had a problem, and I couldn't get it together, and I couldn't get this part built. And I know it was an older model, like, 30, 40 years old, but I guess that's not really a great representation of what can be done. Can I? No. That can go right there. Hmm. So, the Dakkajet has this piece up here. Another one has it here. And another one has it down here. But it has it up here, so I'm going to build this one like it's showing. I'm okay with that. Yeah. No, it won't go together that way. It actually has a slant to it, so it won't key into place properly upside down. That's good to know. Okay. So now I just put some more DAKKA on it. So, the stubby ones or the longer ones? Definitely the longer ones. Okay. 16, 17. There we go. Yeah, because if I choose between this or that, I think I like this one better. This is showing as the last step other than putting the guy into it. Wow. Hmm. So. It's showing. That's a Dakkajet. I feel as though there's supposed to be something here, but it didn't tell me to put anything there. I'm gonna double check. No, that's what it says. We built a Dakkajet today. I still need to do this bit. But you're supposed to paint it before you glue the guy in. So I have to do some sub-assemblies. Because he has to sit in there. And then you need to put this down. And then the arms. And then the clear piece. But that's a Dakkajet. Sweet. And then one of the reasons why I decided to build this tonight that's a complete sprue of extra gubbins. There's still stuff on this one. And this one. And look at how much I actually took off of this one. Like, I just built a kit. And I used 1.5 sprues? Bits for the bits box. Gubbins for the big mechs. Oh my, this is a lot of cool stuff. All the gubbins. Do you see the little grot right here? See that if I focus? Focus. Aha. He's got a couple of different heads options. Do I put the grot heads on the guard? Because the body's about half the size. So I could put an orc head or a grot head in there. There's not much green, not much to identify what force they are. So oh, that's another thing. this. I can't even hold it all the way in the frame. Okay, there we go. There's like a whole tail section extra. Wahahaha. So. I'm not actually going to build any of them right now, but thoughts. This has a big flat area right here or right here. And one of the things that this has is a little grot gunner and a little turret. And I could probably get that to mount right there. Or I could mount it that way. That wouldn't take too much effort to make it look like it was part of that. Or I could do down there. Don't know if this would be deep enough. That depth might be a problem. I'll have to put a couple of the, like, orc bits on top. Oh, this one's not as deep. That might work. Yeah, there's just a lot of different parts. Yeah, I'm thinking either right here, meaning that there's actually a reason for the suspension, you know, the boom. Or I can put him right here where it's like almost anything he shoots at is actually the plane. Like, I know that that's not a huge hit bash, just putting a different head on, but haha. Alright, so because it's a grot, it has this rear hole area, but if I just glued that right in there, if it's facing up, you can't even tell. I'm trying to get it in the smaller camera. I don't think that's gonna work. Oh, I know what I can do. I will click here. I will click there. Click that. Clickety click, click. Oof. I know it gets a little bit fuzzy at that distance, but come on, focus. Focus. No. No autofocus. Hold on. Taking off autofocus. That did not help. Aha. Manual focus. But that looks amazing. I could probably tip it just a little bit up with a little bit of cleaning. Oh, sorry. With a little bit of sculpting and stuff, I could probably get it to be straighter ahead. Like that. But I think that'll be great. Yeah. Put another one back here. Just have 2 grots in this tank. Well, this flying tank. This jet. And then put another one back here. Ooh, back here. Or back here. Maybe not even have a work boy in it. There we go. Autofocus. But I need to do something to make it more orc. I might just put some of the where are they? There's several of these little bits. Little lightning bits and stuff like that. But something like that. Yeah. That's one of the reasons why I was like, yeah, Dakkajet, it's nice and classic. It doesn't use a whole lot of pieces. Yeah. Where did I clicked off? There we go. Okay. But yeah, I have this, and like I said, my Imperial Guard army isn't actually 40k Imperial Guard. So why not loot it for the orcs? Let's see. It's getting to be about time when I usually call it anyway. Yeah, I'll need to figure out a way to make it more orcified, but like this already has a couple of bombs on it. And it has the little las on the side and the little turrets inside, which are going to be really fun to have to paint underneath the wings. But I might mount an extra item here or there. I'm going to see what I have for extra bits, because I don't want to take away from other kits. Like, these extra bits might actually be how I make a second, or no, a third Death Dread out of 2 hits. So, this isn't anytime soon. You know, it's not going to be tonight or anything. But it does get me one step closer. Aha. Dakka, 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 dakka. Yeah. Um, and you know, things like this could be very useful for other kit bashes that I want to do. Like these might be very helpful. And this sprue might actually get me 2 or 3 more mech guns. Because I have 2 truck kits and 1 mech gun kit. And this might make another. So there might be 2 or 3 more mech guns right here too. There's no bubble chukka, sadly. But, you know, that's something I want to build as well. I might do that for the next stream. Work on some mech guns. So, you know. And then, you know, these extra wing pieces, well, you know what that's good for? Anywhere I need a big flat piece. And we've got several big flat pieces available. So, I am looking forward to a bunch of kit bash potential using these bits. So, I am going to call it. Thank you for stopping in. I hope you enjoyed, and until the next time, I hope you find your bit of bliss.